Alrighty, we are on part 91, and we're gonna go ahead and hopefully get some more of the mountain done. Time's running out by the time I get on vacation, so I would like to get all the sketch work done as I've talked about, and then we can kind of just goof around until I get back. So we have this entire stretch left, and then we have this entire stretch left, and then I also have to spend some time to connect these bits up by hand. So we actually still have quite a bit of work left to do. There's no other way to do this other than to just do it. So we're currently on part 878, and I guess let's just go ahead and try and get it finished for what it's worth. Let's see here. We should have some scaffolding. There we go. We need to go down 14 blocks, and we need to do this one like here. So I'm gonna go down 14 to Y 160, and let's just go ahead and get started on it. There we go. Alright, this has been taking so long. It's been like 10 streams straight of me building this, but I'm really thinking this will be worth it when it's all done. It'll be a cool backdrop. But there's nothing really quite like it near my base right now. But yeah, we are finally in June, so 1.19 is around the corner. You've got just only like a week until it comes out, and then I can go get Swift Sneak in that ancient city. So when it comes out, because we'll have all this main sketch work done by the time it comes out, which is what I'm doing here, we'll be able to just go straight to new stuff, which is kind of what the plan is. And while I'm on my break for a little bit between school and like this too, I'm going to be looking into some like copyright shit because I need to know if certain video game tracks are okay or not, and things like that. So we're gonna find that one out. But I guess as long as it's not monetized, which it can't be yet, as long as I don't make money off of it, I should be realistically fairly okay with video game music, depending on which one it's from. So odds are you might see a couple of Deltarune or Undertale remixes. I need to get some kind of like extra software for actually showing what track is playing, so that way there's actual like proper credit given and all that kind of stuff. Because that's usually the big thing, is actually make sure proper credit is given. So. But either way, we'll get that figured out, and I also need to work on some stream UI and all that, so that's not cool. I kind of fell, but the main plan that I have is by part 100, I should have like the stream like overhauled, so it should be looking a lot better, and I won't be using a lot of the kind of generic stuff from Twitch anymore. By part 100, I'll be doing a complete overhaul of everything. We'll see how that goes. Can't guarantee nothing there, because that requires effort and thought, and I just don't have a lot of those right now. But it will probably get done. But anyways, we got our lava cast going, and it's just a matter of time before we get this done. So we're on the last bend here, and we're doing pretty cool. We have our minecart still going up in place. You can see it going up. Should pick up a backup. We have none in the fishing chamber. It actually already like popped out. That's how quick it was. And yeah, we're doing pretty good here. I would like to get this whole straight line done this stream at the very least. And I did say I was going to stream last night, but then I completely forgot to do that, so oops. My bad. Also, I would just kind of didn't really feel like it, to be fair. But we're still on we still have enough time and like leeway to actually get this stuff done by the time I leave with the sketch work, so it's no big deal regardless of what I do or don't do. That's why I left that. Wait, if I left that there, did I leave my scaffolding box around here? I don't think I think it was just lost the time, man. A real shame, but I think that's just what the case is. I lost my scaffolding shulker box last time because I guess I didn't pick it up by accident, and it definitely despawned or got burned in lava, so I had to make a whole new one from scratch here. But luckily I have so much bamboo, it actually doesn't really matter. Oh, we're about to touch down there, and my keyboard is acting up. I do not like that. That's not very cool. I think it's about time I replace the battery in it too, but that has actually been like quite a while. And we're just doing some deforestation around here because we don't want it to don't want any of these trees to catch fire and spread to that dark oak forest. Actually, funny you mentioned that, unironically. Give me like 2 seconds here, because I saw it one day and I was like, there's no way. But no, there was a way. Oh, do they still have it? Um, where is it? Oh, it might have been a playlist and not a station. Nope, it looks like it was a station. Kinda curious they even got the rights to do that. No, it was a playlist, really. Did they get rid of it? Because I'm not seeing it on here right now. Hang on. Am I still paused? Yeah, okay. They have just straight up like an Among Us like station on here. And I feel like it's gone now. So I played it once as like a shit post, but hey, it looks like it's oh wait, no, found it. Alright. So literally Among Us, but like unironically for no fucking reason, but no, we're going back to not Among Us. Because not Among Us is a little bit better. But yeah, they have the software that I use for music is like Twitch owned and all that, so that's why I use it, because it's not, I don't have any risk of getting like a copyright strike or nothing. But they have a whole ass like Among Us station for some reason, so it's just a little bizarre, but hey, it's cool at least. I do not know if I can make that jump. Whatever. There we go. I could. For that. Alrighty. The our cobblestone's still a nice distance away. That's good. And we're getting ready to start this major turn here. Yeah, I went to the grocery store today and got some snack food because I needed just a little bit more food to hold me over for the rest of the week. That's always fun. I did not think I was gonna make that. Hey, we got another 2 stacks. Cool. As far as I remember, I think there's still lava in here, so I might want to keep an eye out. No, it's that clear that quickly, really. That's the first time that's happened in a while, so actually, yeah, this is better. Cool. It's almost certainly because I haven't been doing it the same way I've done it in the past, so that should help out a little bit. So we can get all this cleared out. There we go. Got our torches in place, and the connection point should be about here. Yeah. There we go. Cool. and then all we need to do is go up there and break the scaffolding. Really? Oh, perfect. If that ends up, if we keep up on that pace, we actually should have this done pretty damn quickly compared to how it normally goes. Oh, that's great. Okay, well, that wasn't funny. Again, another 14 blocks, so, ow. Alright, 162. We want to go here. Yeah, we'll go here. At 162, want to go down 14, so we want to go to 148. Alrighty, cool. Let's go ahead and get ready to do that. Here we go. Yeah, it's like lava. Oh, wait, hold up. We need to get back on the soul sand part here. Because I forgot to carve away some of this. And it tends to mess up the lava cast, so... But there we go, that's better. Yeah, it's gonna fuck up some of this wheat field just by default, and there's nothing that can really be done about it. Could be worse, but I think it's time we take a little bit extra time here and we go craft up some spare sulfur boxes. I've kind of used up a lot of them, and I would need to craft some more real quick. So luckily we got plenty of spare shells, so I shouldn't actually have to worry about nothing there. And don't have any chests. Oh, that's a shame. Well, I guess I'll pull out the wood box. There ever is one, that is. Here we go. The main reason I'm doing this is because I need to actually go out and harvest all of the I don't have any more oak. I need to actually go out and oh, I do. I had a whole stack of logs. Oh well. I need to actually go out and harvest all that wheat that's there. So I need to do that. Those away. And we can empty out some of the under chest here. It turns out I had plenty of spare wood. I just didn't realize it, I guess. So, oops. Luckily, it's not too big of a deal, but still would have been nice to know. And let's see. But yeah, we won't be replanting the parts that I cut away because I need to actually kind of get rid of it permanently. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, 747 party. Appreciate it. Also, welcome to the stream. And I broke another torch. I don't want to keep doing that. I really have got to sit down and replace these with lancing. It's been too long. There we go. We can put all that away. That's fine. Got a nice little chunk of wheat too. But then again, I nearly got 4 stacks of hay bales as well, so it's not too big of a deal either. And we'll probably compost a lot of the excess seeds. This does not even get close enough. Hang on. Oh, fuck it. Whatever. This is probably fine enough. Then we need to actually go work on the lava cast again. But I want all this harvested and put away first, so... I would normally, but I've got this stupid shit I need to finish up because I've been working on that for probably about 10 days now. Not 10, it's only been maybe 5, I don't know. But yeah, I'll actually, you know what, nah, fuck it. It'll be a nice little break, so hang on. Give me a moment here. Need to put these away. But the current thing I'm working on right now is I'm making a whole ass mountain range all the way around my main island here. It is just a giant wall of cobblestone for now, but I can assure you that is going to change and not be ugly. It just takes time to do these things, unfortunately, and a lot of it. Because I need a lot of stuff in place, and then I actually have to like go through by hand and like terraform like the whole mountain range, but it will be terraformed and it will be fully colored, so just give me a second here. Put those down. That was the one. And we'll do a quick world tour. We got our fully automatic shulker farm there. It's pretty cool. Gives me a couple of shells. We got a fully automatic iron farm, manual shulker farm when I first brought one over. Got a gunpowder and string farm that is currently turned off for the moment because I have a slime farm that I need to prioritize first. Let's see. So the island I'm working on, I'm just building a village up in here basically. So when it's all done, we're gonna actually move in like villagers, and they'll be able to like live in here with all their like job blocks and all that. It's still just a work in progress. I just needed something different to do because I'm getting tired of working on the same thing for like 20 days in a row. So I had to change it up a little bit. And then my house that is just more where I put my bed and then just sleep. And it's very ugly. The stone stays up. It's just a placeholder. We got our storage room. Everything is color coded into color coded shulker boxes. So like sand is like in white, Glass is in white. Quartz is in white. Valuables I put in like pink boxes. We also have a little bit of extra gunpowder if it is ever needed. Like 3 boxes worth. Animal products. You know what I mean. So everything in here is color coordinated, based on like stuff that I've already figured out. We have a couple of spare shulker shells in case I ever need shulker boxes again. I usually do, which is why we have that few. But we got some farms down here that are always running because it's close enough to my base. We got a cactus farm, got a honey bottle and honeycomb farm, which I actually need to empty out here. Yep, it is near capacity already. We're gonna empty this out real quick. Ooh, that one was completely full. And what else we got? And that one was completely full. Wow, I have neglected this for a lot longer than I thought. Holy shit. We need to put away some of these for now. And I'll continue the world tour here in a moment, but I've got to make sure these are maintained. Let's see, a glass bottle that can go away. I'm gonna have to bring another shulker box for honey and honeycomb. Damn. Okay, sure. I got the boxes, luckily, but holy shit. Oh, and we got our moss farm here. Although I've only ran that once because it produces so much so quickly. I don't think I'd ever actually use up all of it, so I kind of just leave it turned off for the most part. And there's actually one other thing I think we can do here. We can finally just go ahead and completely fill up the filter. Because it's about time I did that. I don't know why I put white dye in there. I think I only put white dye in there at the very start of it because I actually just didn't have enough stuff, but now I definitely do, so let's just do that. There we go. Oh man. Oh, I didn't make any extras in there. Shoot. Oh. And the cool thing about this honey farm is it recycles all of the old glass bottles throughout it constantly, so that way you can actually, you don't have to make a ton of them. That's cool. We've actually got 4 stacks of honey blocks, so if I ever need them for redstone stuff, I do actually have them, so that's always good to see. And we need to reharvest the honeycomb out of here. Give me a second to do that. And then we'll continue the world tour. It should be in this one on here. But I need to actually make a storage system for these that's proper. I think what I can do is I can have them feed into a well, if I had an item sorter for it, that's the main thing. Is I don't want the glass bottles like flowing through, which is why I have it like that. I need to figure something out, but I think I should be able to have them all pump into like their own like shulker boxes. So we'll see how that goes. That's just more of a thought, but anyways, back to doing whatever the hell I was doing. We got our slime farm. I'll go flex that real quick. The reason I have that big of a cactus farm because cactus is a pain in the ass, but we got a little bit new cactus. That's good. Okay, we got a whole like chest worth. I didn't patch up that slime chunk, that's right. I've been meaning to do that. We'll have to do that later today, I guess, but I need to patch up some of the extra slime chunks that I have, because they're really only supposed to spawn in this one up here, but we've got nearly a single chest of slime balls in our slime farm, so I'm going to actually do redstone stuff for once, because normally I don't ever really get a chance to, because I usually have so little slime, you know. Now I got a farm for it. Now I'm getting a lot of it, and it's great. And it's very cool. I might be able to renovate that other chunk into a into another slime farm, so we'll see about that. What else is there? There's the villager trading hall that I still have that I'm planning on fully decorating, or I might just move it somewhere else and then redecorate it there. but I'll probably just move it more above ground and then redecorate it. We're heading up to the top here. Fun fact about this biome, I think it's the old growth pine taiga. Yeah, it is. So this is an old growth pine taiga biome. It used to be all filled with podzol. It's all grass now. I had to remove all the podzol by hand, and that took a little while. But we've got enough structures and like things mapped out here where I'm trying to build like a whole like city up on this island, and I've just been on a little bit of a break from it because I'm waiting for 1.19 to give me Swift Sneak. And now that that's coming out on June 7th, I can get back to doing some of these more tedious projects because I'll be able to do them a lot quicker because I can actually, crouch. Or I'll be at 75% of walking speed instead of, crouching speed, which is very important for for things like this and also for that. So we'll go ahead and flex the big project I'm working on in the sidelines here. There we go. I really have got to make an actual like cavern that goes through these mountains now. I'll do that probably at the end when I get most of the terraforming done. We'll add in some like holes into the mountains and all that so I can fly through them. But this is the Giga base I'm working on. It's gonna be a 256 block diameter sphere, and I'm gonna house like an entire like actual city in this, like something the size of New York, because it gives me about 9 million blocks of volume. So I won't run out of space in something like this. Not for a while, not for a couple of years, but we've got all of our shulker boxes of red terracotta that I use for the bottom half. And then we've got all the ones for the top half, and it's all going to be glass. And I'm thinking about dyeing the glass to white because it'll look like a Pokeball. And it already will look like one whether it's dyed or not, but that's pretty neat. But we're only a fifth of the way done with that, and that took 2 weeks to do. And it's only getting slower and slower because the layers are expanding out too much. So without Swift Sneak, it's just going to take way too much time to be able to comfortably like do it like quickly. So that's why I've kind of just delayed doing that for a lot of time. I just want to Swift Sneak and then I'll continue with it. But what else we got? I need to actually do something here really quickly. I'm working on these mountains here because I want them as a backdrop for my actual base, and then I'm actually going to terraform this whole thing by hand. But because of how tall these are, I just needed to use lava cast to get most of the blocks in, because otherwise I would have had to put like all these here by hand, and that's not going to be fun or easy. So it's just better to lava cast it. I have kind of a rough shape for now, and then later on I get a actual cooler shape because I'll terraform it by hand. We'll go ahead and visit the villager trading hall real quick after I get this settled down. So we got our wheat farm there. I've been growing a bunch of wheat for 1.19 because it turns out you need a lot of it to make packed mud, and then that's how you use packed mud to make mud bricks. So we'll be able to use pretty much all the new 1.19 blocks like straight away. The only things that won't be straight away is the frog lights, because I have a magma cube spawner already all set up and ready to go for a frog light farm. But you need the frogs to make a frog light farm. We do not have any frogs. Okay, see, why did it do it this time? I don't get it. Why was this an issue this time around? I thought I was over this. Come on. Thought we were done with that. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait a while on that, so I guess I'll go stop by the trading hall, but thought we were done with that problem. Oh well. Couldn't fill those back in. But anyways, let's go ahead and head up to the trading hall real quick. Wouldn't be too bad. It's very ugly. All it does is it just works, and that's how I've gotten all my enchantments and all my food and all that kind of stuff is through that trading hall. So it may definitely be an ugly piece of shit, but it is functional. So it works for me personally. I will actually like redesign it to be like to actually look good. But we started out with the cartographer trade where it's a paying for an emerald. That's how I get most of my XP even now to like fix up my stuff, which speaking of which I need my elytra to be repaired. We got some emeralds I think, right? Not too many, no. I'll go with this for now. But yeah, we got pretty much every single trait that I could realistically want. Pretty much all of the enchantments that I need, other than trident ones that I still have to go get, because I don't have a trident, so it hasn't been important. Let's see, what else we got? I got stonemasons recently that sell quartz and all that too for, real cheap. So that's been good. And we can put the rest of this away. But yeah, it's just a basic trading hall, so I won't really spend too much time on it. It's got the zombie in the back that you can hear, just for converting them and all that. And it's got the whole railway system set up. So basically, I can have this guy go wherever I want him to. He'll zombify whichever villager I need, and then I can just cure him really easy, and then instant discount. And it also goes around the back here to this side as well. But it's a very big mess, but it does work. And then out this direction, we have just a standard villager breeder to actually, heal these guys. I thought it was empty, but no, those are villagers and not a trapdoor. I actually buy food from these idiots sometimes too, because they're still farmers. But it's just a standard breeder. It's nothing too special. I'm trying to think. Well, I've been to the end a couple of times. I've gotten a elytra, and I got a spare one as well. I guess we can go. Okay, that one actually was stung a little bit. We can go to the raid farm real quick. That's always cool. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm 881 days into it, so we've got a full wither skeleton farm as well. It's all fully spawn proofed. I've got an ice boat highway underneath a lava ocean. Don't ever do that. It was a horrible idea, and I should have built it on the roof like a smart person, but I didn't want to go onto the roof at the time, and well, I regret that decision almost every day. I do not have my boat on me. Oh well. Out here we've got the portal and the road that leads all the way to World Spawn, where there's a mesa and a desert that I use to get all my terracotta and sand, but otherwise it's worthless, so we won't actually go over there. We got our end portal over there, and our raid farm and emerald farming, which we've got farming all that over there, so fair enough. Like I don't intend to destroy a lot of the village personally, because I'll destroy like some of the houses to like move some stuff. But pro tip, if you're planning on making a villager breeder, right? They pathfind towards their bed. So what you can do is steal every single bed in the village, move them into like one convenient spot, and then if you get a bell from the village and you ring it and they hear it, they'll run to their beds. So then they'll move themselves for you. So there is an actual like easier way to get them moved everywhere instead of having to do it by hand with a minecart or a boat nowadays, which is great because I hated doing that. But I actually used to build my trading halls, not like actually like a hall like we had there that looked nice. It used to be it used to be more of a mosh pit with like all the beds on the floor, and then it would have. Oh, also this is the wither skeleton farm, by the way. But it used to be more of a mosh pit where like everything was just on the floor. I won't be able to talk if these guys are loud, but all the beds used to be on the floor so they all could sleep because it would also spawn iron golems. And then I would like also have it double as a bootleg iron farm. And then, I just would trade with all of them, but it was a huge mosh pit, so it wasn't really worth nothing. It was way too hard to navigate, and it just wasn't good, so... I don't do that anymore, because now I'm actually a big boy, and I got fancy stuff, so... Here we go. We got a couple of stone swords, that's cool. Not very important, but... I think... Oh, hey, we got a skull. Good. No extras, though, but hey, I'll still take a free skull. I actually do use this farm unironically for, like, the other drops as well, mainly the bones and the coal. Is I go through a lot of bone meal, and I actually do like having coal for torches, so it's actually pretty useful all around, and it's a solid enough XP farm. It's not preferable to the trading hall, but it is here if I ever want that option. Because while I'm farming with their skulls, it's always useful. I need to remember to do that. I've been getting too relaxed on not putting my chest plate on, and that's a horrible idea. Where am I flying to? It's too shallow in here. I can't fly anywhere, and I'm not trying to kill myself, so... Oh, yo, those ones are good, honestly. Oh, hang on. The creeper farm in my base is like and I'll send you the tutorial here in a moment. The reason I'm sending it is because I highly recommend it because I use it and it's great and it's ridiculously cheap compared to how they used to be. Let me see here. I might have saved it into a different playlist. Might have been the Minecraft one. Probably make enough sense. Honey farm, gold farm. Here we go. So let me go ahead and get the link for you here. There we go. But this is a farm by Ian Axefer, and I highly recommend this one. It's a general mob farm, but if you want to make it a creeper and spider only farm, all you do is you just put trapdoors on the ceiling of each floor, and like that's it. So you can build it really quickly with scaffolding, because scaffolding is just a miracle block to be perfectly honest, and then the water system is really cheap with redstone too, so it's ridiculously good. Yeah, no problem. I'll actually show you really quickly too mine. I've gotten 3 shulker boxes of gunpowder. I keep it I built it like really close to my base, so when it is on, and I also have done a lot of spawn proofing, so my rates are actually still like pretty good because the way the island works for me is there was pretty much no caves like anywhere, and the caves I already lit up were all under here, and I already lit them up a while ago. But this whole island that I live on, nothing spawns on here. I've lit up everything. I've actually lit up way deep into that forest as well, so nothing spawns pretty much anywhere. Like when I'm on this island, the only things I can spawn are slimes in the slime chunks and things in this gunpowder farm over here, which I currently had shut off because I needed to farm some slime. But now that we got enough, I'll just flex it really quickly. All it is just a diamond of scaffolding, and then you just have trapdoors on the ceiling like this. So creepers got a slightly tinier hitbox. That's why they can spawn. Can't do nothing about the spider spawns. Believe me, I have tried, and it's really not too big of a deal because it actually does double as a string farm, and a good one at that too. I mean, I can craft all my dispensers I want, and you can already see I've nearly gotten a stack of gunpowder. I emptied this out a while ago, so that's why it kind of looks like shitty, but I've again have gotten 3 shulker boxes of gunpowder, and it was like 3.5 at one point. So this stuff is ridiculously good, but uh, it literally just uses scaffolding to transmit like a redstone signal, because an observer will detect the update, and then it sends it all up, and it just works. And the tutorial he provides is very well done, and if you just want to make it a creeper farm, you just need trapdoors. So there's no cat shenanigans or nothing. So I was gonna build one with cats, like an actual like professional video gamer, but then I decided, wow, I don't like cats, so I just didn't want to do it. So I didn't do it, and it worked out great. So moral of the story is you don't need cats. They're not epic. They're fine. I have to tame them no matter what for some other stuff, but I wouldn't prefer to first time around. Also, get the hell out of here. Shoot. But yeah, all they do is they just die from fall damage. And apparently, fun fact about scaffolding, apparently mobs just don't pathfind when they're on top of scaffolding. They just kind of like sit there and they wait to be pushed off, so there's not even any issues with. Is this thing working, or am I just? There's no way I fucked something up because all I did was just jump start it back up again. And we need to get some height. Okay, come on. I might have just been a little bit too close. Nope, we got a spider to spawn. We got our flush. All right, nope, we're good. Oh yeah, the sugarcane farm. Yeah, sugarcane farm does take a while. Well, it takes a while for it to grow, but all I had was my like I've got like my this actually used to be my manual farm, and then all I did was just like bootleg it to where I could just have a basic flying machine, just harvest it, and then I would go in and pick it up myself. But well, this creeper farm is ridiculously easy. As long as you have a hold of scaffolding, then you really got nothing to worry about. Which the bamboo is really easy to farm because it grows like way too quickly, and you can get a lot of it really, really quickly. The only other issue you might actually have is string, but believe it or not, there actually is like a relatively easy solution to that. You can get a cave spider spawner through, mine shafts and all that, because they're a lot more consistent there than they are for regular spider spawners, obviously. So, and I'll flex my example that I've kind of like vaguely found. But there's a common trick you can do with cave spider spawners where you alternate cobblestone walls. Well, it doesn't have to be cobblestone, but my point is you alternate walls and fences, and because they don't connect, it leaves this gap where like the spiders can still see you and pathfind you, but they can't like actually get through it to attack you. So what you can do for like a really cheap and like fairly effective string and spider eye farm is you can alternate those, and then you can add some water into the back to force them towards that part. And then I've actually kind of added like another water stream underneath the fences and the walls that pushes all of their drops and XP to like one single spot. That way I can either collect it myself or I can have it go into a hopper. And I'm still trying to figure out if I need some kind of, because there's no spacing in it, so you have to like do the spacing yourself to like not like kill yourself by accident by getting too close to them. But usually if they bite you, you just back up a little bit, so it's honestly not too terrible. But I guess this is a good time as any too. This is actually my world spawn. The sand pillar isn't there anymore, but that's where the shulker spawned when I moved it from the end to the overworld. Right next to a pillager outpost, which, you know, that's cool. That's not very cool, actually. Alright, there is some lag going on. Okay, there's some lag going on. Hang on. What the hell? Alright. My PC has not done that in a while. That is weird. Well, anyways, this is oh no, I fixed it up already. This is the very first like mesa I went to in the very start of the world, like day one stuff. Pretty much right where I spawned. There's even still some remnants of when I was using cobblestone to pillar up to go get some coal that was right next to that gold. That cave down there I used to get some of my first iron, and all that kind of stuff. So it's actually like quite ominous that you know this is where I spawned, and there aren't trees for miles around here. I got an azalea tree like once or twice, and that was pretty much my only saving grace was like an azalea tree. I was able to maybe, but I think I plundered a little bit of wood from some of these mine shafts. But this is the mesa biome that I used to get all my terracotta for that sphere. So we mined out all of the naturally generating red terracotta because this is where the beacon beam was originally, and I mined so much around it, I had to actually move the entire beacon like to another spot that wasn't like completely like devoid of red terracotta. I moved it here. I had to make another beacon beam here, where I almost just killed myself. We had to make one here. Uh, Ran out of terracotta, red terracotta to mine, so I had to go down another layer. And then I had to mine normal terracotta near the end, and then just dye it red. So I had to get 50 shulker boxes of this stuff. But yeah, I could literally like fly straight through an entire like mesa biome just in like one sitting because I had to clean the whole thing out pretty much. I needed everything I could get. But that's not what we're actually here for. The real thing we're here for is the cave spider farm that I was talking about. So all I've done here is I've just sealed it off so that way no natural light actually gets in from the outside. Well, actually, no, the walls don't do that, but because there's enough of a point here, it doesn't actually really matter. So we got fence, wall, fence, wall. All the buttons in here because it still stops actual like hostile mobs from spawning, but without affecting any of these rates, and so I don't have to worry about shit. But we've got water in the back. The spiders will spawn. They'll get pushed by the water and also aggro towards me. And then what they'll want to do is they'll want to climb up because that's just what they do. And then all you do is get a little closer, and then you just whack them with your sword, and then they safely die. And it's really easy. So you get the XP, and then all the water, all the drops get flushed by this water, and then it gets flushed by this water, and then they all end up on this block here, along with most of the XP. So yeah, you get some string, you get some spider eyes. I have looting 3, but this still would obviously work without looting 3. It would just be slower. But this is mainly just so you can get your scaffolding to start with if you want to build that gunpowder farm. So really simple to do. I kind of just cobbled it together at one point just because I really wanted some spider eyes for zombie curing, but Where did that other wall go? What the fuck? This isn't awesome. Where did it go? Where the hell did it go? What? What the hell? Oh, there it is. That was weird. That got flung, but I guess the last thing I haven't shown off to is, first of all, I'm awesome. I got the How Did We Get Here achievement. That took 5 hours to do in a single sitting. That wasn't fun. The second other thing is, by that area, I have my raid farm, which is how I have, you know, all these totems. Because I certainly did not complete all these like the actual intended way, so. But we got a raid farm for all my emeralds. I used to actually use that as my gunpowder farm because it always spawned witches, so it was a lot slower for gunpowder, but it still did give you a constant enough stream of gunpowder. But yeah, no problem for the tutorial, by the way. It works very well, and it honestly won't take too long, and it's not too resource intensive, but build it near some place you're always going to be at, so fair warning. And for the gunpowder farm I used, by the way, I only used 8 layers, but you can go up to 24, so probably go up to like as many as you want, but you'll have to do quite a bit. But at least like 5, like realistically. I guess it's time to keep building those mountains. I want to get those done here. Because it is time that I do that. Oh, I got caught there. I can put that gunpowder away or burn it or something. It don't really matter. But yeah, I've also built pretty much every farm under the sun, and all of them are tutorials. So if you ever like want to have like another farm, I'm always happy to just share my tutorials because they're good. So they're good enough for me to build, and they're cheap enough for me to build too. Which is why I built them, because I don't want to spend 18 hours gathering like 3 resources that are like ridiculously hard to farm. So scaffolding ones are an absolute godsend because of that. But anyways, we're on to the next couple of mountains here. I still am hoping to get these done. But let's see what we got. Oh, okay, nope. Up. That was a mosh pit with like 5 creepers and a spider, so we are not going to take that from the top like that. We're going to just glide on down here. And then we're going to go ahead and... Holy Jesus, okay. There's a few creepers in here. It's like 10. Holy shit, okay. Fuck, dude. Okay. I mean, seriously. Still got another one. Now, they don't do enough damage to kill me, but I certainly don't want to chance nothing. Also, because my scaffolding is still here, and I would very much like to keep it without having to make more again. I don't want to bottleneck at scaffolding too hard. But we can go ahead and fill this in and light all this up on the inside, and let's just keep going. What did I do with the other 48? What the hell? go. That should be good. And then we can go ahead and get started on the next one. I don't have my elytra on, duh. Yeah, welcome back, Natik. How you doing? I'm working on this goofy ass mountain range, so this is taking a little bit of time. This is all just like the base structure of it. It's not gonna look this ugly, I promise you. We're gonna be actually terraforming this stuff much later down the line, but I have to just have a lot of stuff with height in place first to actually be able to do that, unfortunately. We're gonna go here probably. Ooh, what do we do? I think we need to actually hang on. Yeah, we'll go here, we'll build straight out, and then we'll make a turn after this next one. So we're at 150, we still need to go down 12 blocks. And then we should get closer and closer to that. So, or we need to go down 14. So 136 is where we need to go. There we go. Got our cobble and our scaffolding. Place that there. Okay, not cool. Come on, you can't keep doing this, please. Just let me land back on my scaffolding. There we go. But yeah, I'm a little pressed for time because I've kind of set a rather difficult deadline for myself to get all this done. I've got until pretty much like Friday to get all of the all these kind of base mountains in place, and then when I come back from my trip, I can actually start work on the terraforming. But I needed to get all this base stuff done first because we won't be terraforming straight away when I get back. Because when I get back, 1.19 is going to be out, so I have to actually go out and do all the new features. So I've got quite a lot on my plate right now to prep for, combined with that and also college work I'm still working on in the background all the time, and I'm certainly a little bit busier than normal, a little bit more than I'm used to. But I'm looking forward to it though. 1.19 only comes out in 6 days, and I won't be here for it when it drops, so it'll be like June 8th or 9th is when we actually go out. I've already got literally everything else prepped. Like we got this wheat farm specifically for packed mud. I've got a whole like nether thing set up on the roof, so I can just go build I can go build nether portals at like 1,000 block intervals to go little like new chunks to go look for, you know, the deep dark and ancient cities and the new mangrove swamp and all that stuff. So we've got a ton of stuff in place and pretty much everything's ready to go. I've even got all the prep work done for a frog lake farm. So we've got quite a lot of good stuff to look forward to. I can actually use new blocks like straight away without having to like grind a much. It's good. And I'm tired of having to grind all the time. I'm tired of manual grinding. I've had to do that so much for some of my other projects, but I won't have to do it this time. That ought to be fun. I'm still waiting to see an actual proper frog lake farm tutorial on YouTube from like a tutorial maker that I'm actually used to, so it's still going to take some time for that. But I have seen a couple of them that are kind of there, but not too many people have made any because they make them like the some of the previews or snapshots and then some of the Bedrock betas. But basically, from what I understand, and I've tested it out too a little bit, powdered snow is the way to go. So I got like 50 buckets of powdered snow that I just have stockpiled when that's time. And then all you do is space out powdered snow at like regular intervals, and then like all the big slimes and the medium slimes like die in the powdered snow. And then the little slimes are too small to actually touch the powdered snow, and then the frogs should just go around and like eat them. And then you know, they poop out the frog lights and all that. So we're also going to be using a magma cube spawner for it, which means the rates are actually going to be consistent, which is very cool. Because normally that doesn't happen, and yeah, it'll be good. Be pretty consistent. I'm looking forward to it. I need to put away more stuff. I'm seriously like out of inventory space all the time. Oh, that's also why. We can get that done here soon. Now we're coming up on the next bend here, so I've forgot to clear away the rest of the wheat farm. Shit. So, fun fact about wheat, I don't think it burns, but either way, it would get wasted. Oh, actually, I didn't even touch it, so. And if we're only going to go straight, we realistically don't actually need to harvest too much more. We'll just run this whole strip down here, and then we'll get rid of this. But yeah, some of the wheat farm is going to be permanently like lost to the mountains, but that's fine. We'll do some terraforming around it as well to make it look better, but I still have so much wheat I really don't have to care about it, luckily. And I got plenty of wheat stockpile too. I got like 4 stacks of hay bales, which is like more than a shulker box's worth of packed mud. So we will actually be able to goof around with all the new blocks like pretty quickly, and a lot of them at that. The only ones I'll have an actual properly difficult time getting a hold of, because I got all the frog stuff under control, because I've been reading up on like what biomes they spawn in. The only ones that don't spawn are the green ones and like the cold biomes, so I'd actually have to go raise them by hand in there, but that's not too big of a deal. But the only ones we're gonna have a major issue with from the new blocks are a couple of the skulk blocks, and you know, all of the deep dark and ancient city stuff, because we're going to be going to a deep dark biome pretty quickly, and we're going to be going to an ancient city even quicker, because I need Swift Sneak 3. And then I'm also going to get the recovery compass, some spare echo shards, and the new music disc. Now, I can't obviously use a recovery compass in hardcore mode. Spoiler alert, it only works when you die, and I'm not legally allowed to die, on account of if I permanently die, I permanently die. Oops. But you know, all I have to do is I just want it for the flex that I got it, and that's pretty much it. And we will not be attempting to kill the warden, because even with all this gear, it goes through protection 4 with its sonic boom attack, and I simply don't want to chance it. So, and there's no reason to. Yeah, it can well, I'm wearing protection 4, so it can't one-shot me anymore. But the problem with the sonic boom attack is in hard mode it does 7.5 hearts regardless of armor, like of anything on it. And then the actual melee attacks are affected by protection, so it'll kill me in 5 to 6 shots, and then I'll pop a totem. But I always carry ender pearls, elytra, fireworks. I've got plenty of things I can do to just bail like instantly. So imagine building a sugarcane farm, but hey, welcome back either way. Sugarcane farms, I like them personally. They're fine. I just put a flying machine in mine because I actually need to run that soon. But yeah, the warden, I'm not gonna try fighting it. I might hunt it for sport at one point, but it will be after I have like completed everything and I'm like happy with my actual base here and with my giga base as well, because that will almost certainly kill me. Almost guaranteed that that will fucking kill me, and I'm fully going in expecting that. And I'm just not gonna do it until I know for a fact till my base is done, you know? Because I saw plenty of things I want to do and that I need to do. But if that gets cut off prematurely by me being an idiot and trying to fist fight like a warden or 3 by accident, then you know that's not gonna be cool at all. It'd be the lamest way to lose. And especially with how much progress I've gotten too. I mean, we're on day 884 for God's sake. That don't just happen. It kind of does, like it just did, but you know, takes a lot of time. I've dumped like 230 something hours into this world. You know, I wouldn't like to lose it just for me being an idiot. It will definitely happen that way. I'll definitely lose it by being stupid, but we're gonna try avoiding that for a little bit longer. Don't know how much longer, but still gonna try to avoid it. But we're finally actually nearly done with most of this part. Oh, believe it or not, this isn't even really too hard, to be perfectly honest. You just have to it's all about like smart decision making in the start, because once you had to be smart in the very beginning, but the moment you get diamond armor with protection 4 and everything, the only thing that could like kill you is like a charge creeper in like one shot, because a normal creeper won't even kill you if you're wearing full protection 4. It'll do a lot of damage and you'll be down to like 3 hearts, but you won't die from it. Also raid farms too. The moment you get like a raid farm and a couple of other like specific farms, like the way I see it personally is I don't actually take these worlds seriously until I get a blaze spawner farm for XP. But the moment that's in place, shit hits the fan, because you actually get a constant source of XP and you can actually get protection 4 and all your gear through just an enchantment table. And then it makes it easier to also get like villager stuff set up as well, and you can get more diamonds. But oh, see, that's the other thing as well. Like I've actually I've done that before, where I actually have I have another hardcore world that I used to play on quite a bit. 'Cause I actually have 5 hardcore worlds. 3 of them I abandoned just because I got bored at some point. And the fourth one, which is my second most recent hardcore world, I abandoned a while ago because I just kind of got bored of it, and I was just waiting for 1.18 anyways, because it was a practice world, so I could get good at Minecraft to stream it on Twitch and all that. Turns out I was already good. I never ended up dying in that world, so I made it to about 300 days, got a raid farm, a witch farm, beat the game, got perfect armor, villager stuff, all that. Had a somewhat okay base, but it wasn't anything too spectacular. Like, my house that I had was probably the size of that house that I built for decoration. And it was my actual house. So, wasn't anything too remarkable compared to what I'm actually doing now. But it was still fun. It was a good learning experience, but otherwise it was just, I think I've done better already. This one, I'm nearly at day 900, and I plan on not dying ever, so that usually should help me live a little bit longer by simply not dying. Also, having a raid farm means you just literally live forever. I've fought 3 totems so far. All of them were on stupid shit or a dare, and that's always fun. But I have infinite second life, so it actually doesn't matter. As in, I have like 9 shulker boxes of totems in my actual raid farm that I have stockpiled, and then I also have 3 that I keep in my base, and I keep 1 in my ender chest. That's not actually 14, but it's close enough to it, and I could always just go get more. But I'm actually at a point now where I have to start burning my old totems because they're taking up space. But I have about um 270, maybe 300 plus extra lives by now because of all the stuff that I've already stockpiled, so I'm doing pretty good. Ouch. Okay, that one stung a little bit. But yeah, once you in my eyes, a hardcore world is no big deal if you lose it until you get a blaze spawner, XP farm, or just any kind of like reliable like mob spawner XP farm. The moment you get that, you can grind to level 30, get all your good enchants, and then you can get your villager stuff in place a lot more safer. And then it's just over because nothing can realistically kill you unless you're going out of your way to go deal with a charge creeper. And I'd like to mention one other thing too. Even with this armor I have, a charge creeper could still one-shot me, but if I switch out the helmet for my Blast Protection 4 variant, then it can't actually one-shot me anymore, which is epic. Oh dang, zombie farm, imagine. I gotta redo my whole trading hall. I've been meaning to do that for ages now, but it's just boring. All it is just like decorating, and I actually have to move villagers again. Who the hell wants to do that? 138, go down 14, we're going to 124. Alrighty. We're actually getting pretty close to meeting up with that, so there might have been a slight miscount on my part. Luckily, I do not think it's actually too big of a deal, because I can actually lower the endpoints a fair bit towards the center, so not too big of a deal if we slightly miscounted. I just can't have it be like a massive fuck up, because I wanted these to kind of gradually like fade into the endpoint here, and we'll see how that looks, but But you know, it's coming along. Things I actually this is my third like huge project I've been working on because this was my actual base is my first, the sphere is my second one, and this whole mountain range that I'm going to be custom terraforming is my third, and it's tough and it sucks rather. But yeah, I mean organic builds are pretty difficult, and I used to not really be too good at building, but all I did was just sit down and try to learn how to build. And well, that house down there I built. I've done the whole terraforming on that island by myself. I went for more of a cubic style, and then I started getting better with organic building, and then I like kind of switched over to that about halfway through. But it turned out pretty well regardless. Exactly, that's what I used to do too. And then I ran out of farms to build, so then I actually had to learn how to get good at building. I've built like literally every single farm that I need, other than like a gold farm and a bartering farm. But I have everything, even a shulker farm. I am running low on backups. What the hell happened there? So this farm is a bit picky with its backup shulkers, and it seems like I am running low on them, which is not ever cool to see. And they're teleporting away without actually filling up the empty slots. So I'm a little worried about that, and our minecart's still going through. Is this go over? No, this is literally the perfect distance because I'm simply built different, and I totally know how to measure stuff beforehand, but we're all good there at least. But the reason this glass ceiling is in place is because I can't have this be built too close to the shulker farm because there's a chance they teleport inside of the mountain instead of the farm, and that would screw everything up. So we had to map out like an actual specific amount of space to kind of as a do not touch zone, you know. So I've gone ahead and mapped that out, and I've perfectly measured, totally on purpose, exactly where the end is and all that. And I'm just simply awesome and built different or something. So that's cool. I still need to build my house. I live in a stone like mansion, but it's all stone and not like decorated at all. I've been building an entire like city around my house, but not actually my house. Like anything to not work on my house, pretty much. That'd be a good project to slow down with near the end of the week. I can't work in any of the other big ones. Yeah, that's another thing I actually want to build too. I don't tend to really build tree farms or nothing. I think this will be the first one I've ever built, but I've been thinking about building one. I just don't want to use one that uses TNT duping, so I'll do it where like it just makes a giant cube of wood, and then you can just like push all the wood, and then you just mine it out by hand. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm trying not to. I got a dark oak, a spruce, an oak, and like a birch forest, like all right next to each other, and they look cool. So I'm not trying to get rid of all of them, but at the same time, your boy needs wood. I needed a lot of it all the time, so usually I'll just go way deeper inland where I can't actually see it, and then I'll go destroy half a forest. But it's becoming less and less viable as I destroy more and more of the forest. So okay, okay, lucky that was water. I don't think the fall would have even killed me from that height, but I definitely forgot to put on my elytra. I mean, I got a totem, so I don't actually really have to worry about dying, but, it's a little bit inconvenient to keep wasting totems. Not that I can even waste them because I have too many of them, but it's goofy to lose them to stupid stuff like that, you know? Like, that'll have been the fourth time I've, like, ended up popping a totem to something, like, very stupid on my own part. Two of them were to dares, and then the third one was just actually, like, a genuine accident by me. That would have legitimately killed me, but it was all, like, elytra based, too, so I'm starting to see a problem here. I literally have not died, but the moment I've gotten my elytra in the end, that's when stuff started getting a little bit too rocky. Because now I'm drunk on power with all the fireworks that I have all the time, constantly. Like I can make like 18 shulker boxes of them or whatever if I wanted to at any given moment. That's too many for one person to have, just way too many. I mean, to be fair though, it is always kind of cool seeing like just terraforming an entire like biome to where it's like unrecognizable from its original one. Now that time it's cutting down a whole forest, so slightly less cool. But this used to be a swamp biome where all this wheat is. It is now a wheat biome because I need wheat to make wheat stuff. So that was cool to do. This took like 5 to 6 hours to make this whole thing. By the way, this took way too long. And I made way too much of it. Alright, so we're going to... Good enough. Now we're also going to, we're gonna have to partition a decent chunk of this stuff as well. Because I don't want to actually get rid of all this wheat field here. I've got like a whole dedicated spot that can be like thrown away, but not this part here, so we're gonna have to cover that up, and I need to go throw these seeds in the wheat in the ocean. But we're finally nearly done with this part of it. And this part was the long part. That part over there will be the shorter part, which I should be able to get done a lot quicker. So, I'm almost done here, finally. I'm almost done with the basic shapes of it, that is. All this is just shaping and just kind of outlining, because you cannot just go blind into this. I found that out the hard way. So I've built... Uh-oh. Alright, we did make that. Do we make those? Because it looks like we do make those. I think this should be good on the water here. And we take our lava. But I do quite a lot of trial and error to actually get all this stuff prepped, so... I used to do this stuff a lot more haphazardly, but now I actually have to like put in legitimate thought and effort into like pretty much anything I do now. Because it's just, you know, it's too big of a deal to not do it. Alright, it looks like we did wipe out a couple of our torches, so they'll get wiped out again at some point, but I would like to try and maintain them. Now, there is another thing I haven't quite addressed yet. At some point, and I think it's the next mountain, that is going to dip lower than that. And I would like that to not be a thing. So we're going to tone it down with the height differences a little bit. Because then this should also let me slope to whatever we're doing here. Again, we're going... Oh, this is where my scaffolding box went. Oh my god. I didn't burn it. I knew I wasn't that stupid. I actually had to guess if I was that stupid or not, and I made a whole spare one, but... Oh, we fucking got it back. Thank you. Damn. Huh. Well, shit. I got more scaffolding now. Sick. Let's go. I thought I lost this permanently. I hope we got it back this time. Oh, man. That would have been very good to find earlier. Alright, 101 to... Oh, no. We only got 20 blocks of difference here. 126. That is 25 blocks of difference, so... How many more mountains can I build? I think 4. So we'll only go down 5 blocks at a time. Because I can't afford to actually go down too much more now. Let's just take some of this. And we want to go down 5 blocks. So we want to go down to 121 minus another 2. So we want to go down to 119. There we go. Yeah. And you can tell the all the mobs spawning or the mob proofing that I've done historically works because this is pretty much the only place like they can spawn in the daytime. So this thing is just flooded with stuff like almost instantly. That's how you know it works. But anyways, we can go ahead and change up a couple of things. Mainly, I need to put these back before I forget. I got my elytra on. There we go. You can hear the absolute clusterfuck of stuff that's going on in there. Let's go ahead and peek in and say hi. Okay, let's stop saying hi. Alrighty, I want this back on. What the oh, that's right. Forgot there is. I thought there was a creeper in here, but I guess not. Lucked out on that front. Do we have anything here we can throw away? No, not really. Not cool. Scaffolding box, one of them. Yeah, we've got actual like reclamation of all of our old stuff, which is good. Now, at some point I will be terraforming the wheat field, but it's not something I need to worry about for a long time, to be perfectly honest. By a long time, I mean another like week and a half or so. But stuff is coming along, it just takes a while. Well, the thing with totems is only very specific villagers drop them. And I think what were they called again? Illusioner isn't actually in the game, it was the other one, the actual like magic one. What was it? Was it Evoker? It might have been Evoker. I feel like it might have been an Evoker. Also, if you're not, yeah, it's only an Evoker, by the way, that gives you these, so fair warning, if you're playing on easy difficulty, you actually don't get any Evokers from a raid. So, you have to be at least normal or higher to get Evokers through a raid. And then they're the ones. Oh, if you're on hardcore, then yeah, you have to go through. Let's see here. When you hit wave 5, that's when the first evokers start spawning. They're the ones with the actual like cool robes that are like got the golden trim on them and all that. And they use magic and vexes and all that. Those are the ones you need to kill for your totem. So you won't even see any of them until a little bit later. So it does take a bit of time to actually see anything. But luckily, it ain't really too bad. But if you're fighting it by hand, be careful and remember it's always better to just like leave than it is to just like really try and stand your ground and fight. Because I've actually in my other hardcore world, I've had that happen to me once before. I actually almost died without a totem because it was my first raid, and it almost killed me because I tried to stand my ground a little bit too hard, and then a Ravager almost kicked my ass, and I was like, okay, no, we're done here, and then I left, and then I didn't die. And then I just got to go fight it, after I healed up a little bit, and we're all good. So there's no shame in running from a fight if it means you get to live to go fight again. And we got that in place, there we go. And we should be good here. Oh, one other thing too, if you want, I can also send you the video that I used for my raid farm as well. It's just Biological Geek Boy, and the farms that I tend to pick out are like they work pretty well. They compromise on rates a little bit. In exchange, they're a lot easier to build than some of the hyper complicated ones. So, yeah, give me a moment here. I need to pollute the ocean a little bit more, and then I'll go ahead and send it. Yeah, there are a couple of Minecraft like tutorial makers that I'm sub to because they consistently make good stuff. They're consistently easy to understand, and they're just simply built different. Let's see here. Where is that? Here it is. But I stockpile all my old tutorials in a playlist and a private playlist because I also stockpile other random shit in there. But either way, here you go. A lot of it is just basic building blocks and like glass, but you don't even have to use glass. But some parts you do need glass, but for most of it, it can be made out of whatever. Things with and you do need to actually watch like the tutorial because there's like he explains some of the mechanics on how like the raid farm works, and it's very important to know how it works because it also uses stuff to do with chunk borders and like sub chunk borders. So it has to be built at a specific height. And what I would do is I would just pretty much copy down exactly like wherever he builds it in a y coordinate, you should be building it exactly there. It doesn't matter about the x and z unless it affects like a chunk border. But the y level that you look at should pretty much always match up with his, and that usually like leads you on a good way. So just a pro tip there. But that's the second time I built that farm. I built it in that other world I was talking about earlier, and I built it in this one, and it works both times, and it's very good. Pretty simple to make. Takes me about 2.5 hours at most to build, just because I have to actually keep like pausing the video to make sure I'm doing it correctly. But otherwise, nothing too hard, and it gives quite a good bit of reward. And also, you can use the raid farm as a gunpowder farm at the very start. That's what I used to do with mine. I didn't actually have a creeper farm yet, but it does actually work either way. But that also used to be my main emerald farm as well. But I need to actually, I can make it my emerald farm again, but I need to put item sorters in it because I still use all the witch drops. Pretty much all the witch drops are like actually really valuable. And then obviously the totems are valuable too, but can't sort those that easily. Yeah, I might be able to make a proper totem sorter if I get a hold of Malay. That could be cool. Haven't done that before. Well, of course, nobody has. Well, they have, but in creative. And let's go ahead and put that like that. Alright, we should probably be good. We're on day 886. That's cool. We're getting there. Moving on up to day 1000. I'm hoping I have most of the actual like base stuff, including the terraforming, done by day 1000. So when it's time, I can actually just like take a couple of good pictures and all that kind of stuff, and like, damn, that's cool. And then forget it was day 1000. But I'm doing pretty good. So I'm hoping to I think I can actually go out and fight the well, I won't fight the warden, but I will go to an ancient city to get all the new stuff pretty quickly after the update drops, because I've been actually prepping for this for quite a while now. Because I've been looking forward to it, so that'll be fun. Now, it's going to destroy some of the torches here, but we've got everything that we needed partitioned off, so I don't have to worry about any of my... And it's just dirt, so it's not too big of a deal. There we go. And this is genuinely intentional. I do actually want to, I do kind of want it to encroach on the wheat field a little bit, because I'm going to actually have like a cavern that goes through the mountainside. Oh, actually, no, it'll probably be about here because this is the correct distance, but I'm thinking about either like here to there. I'm going to probably make an actual bridge, and then it'll also cut through these mountains as well when they're all done in terraform, so that way there's still like easy access by foot to the wheat field, and then it's a pretty safe way in and out. What am I doing here? What am I looking for? Am I looking for something? I don't think oh, no, I am actually. I want fireworks. I'm gonna have to go make some more later. So I also need to reharvest my sugarcane farm. You know we're getting close. I only need one firework to get up here nowadays instead of like 2 or 3. Which also means we've got another smaller problem. Oh, nothing an Ender Pearl can't fix, right? This also might mess up some of the wheat field at some point, so... Like right now, for example. Uh-oh. Well, it was inevitable. It was bound to happen, so I guess I'm not too messed up over it, but it is a shame. Certainly a little inconvenient, but... And again, there have been worse things to happen. Oh, while we wait for the rest of that lava to disintegrate, we'll just go ahead and patch up some other stuff. So mainly we'll go ahead and just harvest most of this wheat down here, and we'll move the line a little bit more. There we go. Now let's see here. No, those are Vexes, the ones that fly. Evokers are the ones who make the Vexes, so if you ever see a Vex, that means there's an Evoker around. And they're not very epic at all. I really don't like them. They're just a colossal pain in the ass. They're very hard to hit, so, the flying ones, the Vexes, if you want to kill them a lot easier, go kill the actual Evokers. They're the ones with the cool looking robes and all that. And they're not too hard to kill. They're a little skittish, so they will like run away at some parts, but usually you can like kill them pretty easy with like a hit or two. Oh, that's not good. I was about to say you could shoot them pretty easy, but now you can't, so good luck with that. Stream. Have you tried killing cats or striders or anything that isn't a spider, I guess, but yeah, that cave spider farm would help. Well, good luck getting a totem that early. It might be a little bit too rough. Or, you could always, well, I guess it's not happening now, obviously, but don't forget that Fletcher villagers exist, you know, and they sell bows for, like, really cheap, so you can always stockpile on bows and arrows from them when you get some of the resources in place later on. But whenever I start my world, I typically just tend to, like, focus pretty much on villager stuff first, and then I just do whatever else from there, because, you know, all that infrastructure first means I can do whatever. Oh, well, if you've already got plenty of setup then, yeah, so you're good. Fair enough. I can respect it. That's also fair. Actually, no, I don't think I used it in this world. It was the other one, but I don't know if they patched out that, like, diamond trick where you could, like, go to a specific, like, clay patches and, like, swamps and then go, like, use some, like, oversight to, like, go get, like, diamonds a lot quicker. Because they were, like, tied to where clay patches spawned, and it was pretty cool. I don't know if that's still a feature or not. Not really a feature. It was never a feature, but it was cool is what it was. Okay, I guess that's ready to be lit up then. I hear a skeleton in there. And we need to pack the rest of this up. Alright, we got our crafting table, because I need to turn these into hay bales. There we go. There we go, that's probably a bit finer. Alrighty, we have 21 torches, a little bit of food. I need to actually go dip out and get some more for my shulker boxes. And then I should actually be pretty much set. Oh, we got an enderman in there. Nope. Mm-mm. I know that's a bad idea when I see it. Okay. We'll actually go in. I mean, that's fair. Do you have an anvil nearby too? Because I'm guessing you do if you're actually planning on doing that. Rude. There we go. And I need to beat this guy to death. There's two of them, that's rare. There we go. Alrighty, I got more dirt here that needs to be deleted. Oh, that's right, these are actual slides, we can get rid of that. No, it's not right. Where is it? One of these boxes has the cobble in it. Or I've used up all the cobble, in which case not epic. Alright, not epic indeed. All the cobble's gone, damn it. Ugh, great. Oh, I guess I gotta go get more. Alrighty, time to head back and go get some more real quick. Do you have any blank villagers at all? Because you might be able to turn one into a Fletcher like really quickly, and that's pretty much all you can do. Or you can go in without a bow, which is also a very horrible idea, so sounds like you're in a bad spot. Yeah, to be honest, like uh, I don't even think I've ever done a raid like at an actual village that I cared about. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have done that once, and I had them all like secured underground, so there was literally no way for them to do anything to get to them. So that was probably why it wasn't too bad for me. But oh, we need to head back and sleep and get more cobble, so we'll go do that real quick. But I might do some more raids again in the future, like actual raids. Because I don't really do them for like fun, because I just tend to use them for the raid farm, and I just kind of forget that they're there pretty much ever again. Do I have any more actual cobble? Yes, I have one more stack, like singular. I know I've got some more because I have a bunch of reorganized boxes that I need to reorganize, so gotta have something in here. That was for the moss farm, damn it. Slabs, cobble, here we go. Oh, we got a mother load there, perfect. I'll leave those there for now because I'll definitely need to come back later. Ow. That is on the same. Okay. Oh, we'll go ahead and just kind of clean up the floor here, I guess. And then some of the walls too. I got a lot of sorting I need to do when I get back, damn. Well, that should be all good. There we go. Oh, like, not like it'll matter. Let's see here. We need to take out some stuff. 3 stacks of scaffolding, and we need a stack of cobble. That's not it. This one here. And I forgot to actually get rid of this. Alright, there we actually go. And we want to go down another 5 blocks here. Instead of 121, we want to go down to 114. And then, you know, because the scaffolding raises height. Alrighty, we got some more soil to clean up. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll redo the farm as well when I get more of the terraforming done. So it's just not quite time to do that yet. Finally, we're actually almost done with this part. It's taken a long time, but it's actually really close now. I mean, seriously, this has taken a long time. So I actually want to move on and go get the other one done, and then get that done, and then we can actually start terraforming. I want to do some of the terraforming work by the time I leave. I don't think I'll be able to do a lot of it, but I would like to, between like picking out an actual block palette and figuring out what I should be looking for and what I should be trying to do, that would probably help. Do I have some idea in place? Because I don't know what I should be doing. Oh damn, we still have quite a distance. Oh, 2 totems, sweet. Good job. Yeah, once you make a raid farm, you literally can just mass produce them like no sweat, so it takes time, but it's worth it. And that one I sent you is pretty cheap to build. I didn't even have too much stuff, I think, when I built it. Although that was like probably like 500 days ago by now, in game days, that is. Alrighty, the water shouldn't flow over. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Cool. So we wiped away more of the lighting here. We're almost done here. Okay, the light levels are definitely being a little wacky. I don't know what the deal is with that. I think from here on out we're gonna ignore the I think we're gonna ignore some of the other stuff in terms of redoing all the floors like this to be cobblestone and like flush with this layer. Might change that later, but for now it's a little bit too time consuming when we're right here at the end, so. It's a huge sink for all the cobblestone that I have too. I'm not trying to waste all of it. There you go. Either way, it is done at least, so that's good. But yeah, all we need to do now is fly up and oh, we can do it in one firework now. That's better. I can take this damage. Yeah, I can tank it. All right. We're at a good point now. I can actually tank the fall damage. Yeah, we only got this little stretch left, and then we should be good to go. So we need to get all this to be flattened out. There we go. Get rid of these odd like blocks that are just kind of here or there, and then with that one. And that should give us the rest of the space that we're gonna need to get all this done here. All we have to do is connect those points up. I feel like this one we might have to do a little bit more manually. Because we're at a weird point now where we actually have quite a lot of space to pass, but we don't have enough height to use, so we might even go a couple of blocks like higher instead of lower. Like, we won't go up in height, but we won't be going down 5 blocks. We'll be going down like 3. We still need to meet up with that. I know, we'll still go down 5 at a time. We'll go down. We're at 116. There we go. Okay, we're facing positive X. We're at 41. And this is at 87. So we still have like 40 blocks of distance to cross. That is actually still quite a lot. Yeah, we're gonna have to tone it down with the height difference now. So instead of going down 7 blocks, so then we build up at 5, we need to go down to 5 blocks, so we build up at 3. Because we need to try and keep sloping on in there. Yeah, we are finally in the end of this though. It's day 888. And we're finally actually nearly done with the first major part of all of this, which is just getting most of the framework in. And it's also been almost 2 hours for me today, so that's cool. Quite a lot of streaming. Haven't hit the floor yet. Oh, our shulker farm's still pumping good. I hope I think we still have lava in here, so we're gonna wait a little bit. I think the minecart should still be going around. Although it seems like I might need to go check that. Nope, it is not. It has despawned again. But something happened where it's ended up despawning once again. So the shulker farm unfortunately hasn't actually been producing anything for a while now. That's a shame. I keep a dispenser there with a bunch of spare minecarts because of that, so... it's not too big of a deal. But this is, we're near the end of all this finally. We don't really have a whole lot left to do. Other than, kind of go light up what's in here. And then just keep working a little bit at a time. That really just despawned right now. And last but not least, scaffolding at the bottom. And then we fly up to the top. just a couple more. Now we need to start being even gentler with the next slopes. Or with the next set of stuff we're doing. So let's go ahead and bring that. And we want to go from 111 to 106. We're nearly at the same height there as well. We'll do this last lava cast, and then we're actually going to, ooh, that's not good. There shouldn't be rotten flesh this far out, so we definitely have missed a chunk of lighting somewhere, probably about here. It's either that or so much if it gets burned up, it's causing issues, so don't like to see that. Don't want to see any rotten flesh or anything like weird mob drop wise just out in the open. Because that means stuff spawns, and we don't want stuff to spawn. I guess I'm gonna have to actually I'm gonna have to connect that part and that part up by hand, and then I'll have to do like more personalized lava cast, because that's not gonna cut it. Oh, that's why we're losing all of our light sources. Okay, so we need to actually redo a lot of the lighting over in these parts because we keep blowing away all of our torches with all this, water that we're using. So that's why we're actually having issues. Yes. Alrighty, cool. Good to know. I'll have to redo the lighting over in this area when it's nighttime, because I won't really be able to pick up too well where everything is, or where everything isn't, I guess. And I need to know a little bit better. And good enough. Alright. This is our last big lava cast for today. Alrighty, so we have that and that to connect up by hand. And I guess there's nothing else to really do but just kind of go for it, so that's what we're gonna do. Actually, wait, no, what the hell am I talking about? We've got, I think we're at 106 up there, right? We've got enough height. I think we can maybe build like 2 more. Oh, I'm not an Ender Pearl toss away, that's for sure. I think I am, but we're at 101 on that bottom layer, and we're at 108 here, so no, actually we can do a little bit more. There we go. Alright, come on. Okie doke. Ooh, only like maybe one. The second one that we might have to do for lava cast. I think we're pretty much good though, but it's gonna get a little wacky because of certain things. But it won't be like alright, that really just despawned in front of me before I could grab it, huh? But it won't be the cleanest ending, but we have this one more full mountain, and then we have probably like a half mount that we have to do one day. So we are getting really close to finishing up here. And I guess while I'm waiting around for that to fall, I need a little bit more coal. There we go. It's still just flowing down. I'll let it flow down just a bit longer. Stop there. And it should pretty much be good on the other side, so out we go. Wrong part. Let's see what else we got. 107. We go up a block? No, we went down up one block. Okay, good. And remember, this is just the base of them, so it doesn't need to line up exactly. It just needs to get relatively close because I don't want to have to, I want to redo this shit constantly. But, a lot of the base is done here of this mountain, so all we really have to do is kind of get some other basic things done. Mainly we'll be building the peaks by hand completely when it's time for that. Obviously we're doing a lot of the actual terraforming ourselves. We might use lava cast to help more with some of the later shapes, but we will not be using cobblestone for the whole palette. It'll probably be like as I've talked about before, like orange terracotta, granite. We'll mix in some reds. We got some moss and some other things we can use for some of the greens, but we'll figure out how to do all that because I've never terraformed anything this big before. So we'll find out. Find out how it looks. Could turn out pretty well, I'd have to say, but that would mean, you know, I'd actually have to build the damn thing to say that, so, you know. Considering what we already got, I don't think it could be too bad. We still need to actually connect up these parts. I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, this has been much more of a gradual process instead of something that you can kind of like actually see some results for quickly, like the sphere, you know, in terms of takes a long ass time to do. The end result will be worth it, but it is just a huge commitment in terms of just time alone. But it'll be worth it. I'm hoping it'll be worth it. I gotta actually learn how to terraform to do this properly, but I don't think it'd be too bad. It'd be doable at least. There we go. And we can probably go ahead and get rid of the soul sand here. So got enough backup shulkers. And we'll keep chaining away all of this. Hey, welcome back again. We're actually almost done here. I've just been a little quiet because I'm just trying to finish this up, but I got that little section left, so we're doing good. I'm also falling asleep at this point, to be honest. It's been pretty boring, but finally, most of the base work is actually done, so later on, next week or so, I can actually start work on terraforming, which that'll be cool. I'm hoping to have all that done by day 1000. That's kind of my main goal right now, is to have pretty much most of the base done by day 1000, and we'll see how it goes from there, I guess. But that is certainly not an easy thing to do, but I think I can do it. That ought to be cool. That's fair. Alright, go for it. I'm just learning how to build big. It's taken a while to actually even get this far in terms of figuring this out, but I am getting better at it. What level was I at? 107, 103, and then we go down one. Alrighty, this is the last full one I can build. And then we should actually be good to do some other stuff. Yeah, so then I have to connect those up. A smaller lava cast. Oh, sorry, I'm not really sounding too interested in what I'm doing, because I'm not. I'm just I'm a little tired. It's been 2.5 hours. Excuse me, 2.25 hours, my bad. But either way, I've been working on this for the past week, like every single stream, and I still have more to do. And then I have those early ones I need to reload as well. But I am a little burnt out of doing this kind of work for this long. But it's gotta get done, because I don't have too much time left. Here we go. And then I'm gonna have to redo all the torch lighting as well. That one will be a lot easier to do. We can do that probably tomorrow or later today if I really felt that ambitious, which I do not. But we can get the other side done pretty quickly. It's just a lot of different height, but we should be able to do it pretty fast. But I can definitely get all the base work of it done by Friday, or on Friday, since that'll be the last day, the last full day that I have, because I'm leaving on Saturday. But we're getting it done. Take that. There we go. Now all we gotta do is just wait for it to cascade downward. And it looks like it already has, actually. Alrighty. That happens way quicker than I remember. Alrighty, so we are actually on the real last one, and we don't really have a lot left to do anymore. After this, at least. This one's gonna be a little bit more weird and unusual, but alrighty, I'd say something like this. And we're at 101. That is at 105. Alright, so that's it. 105. Pretty sure. Yes, that's at 105, so we want to build the actual height at 103, which we're at. And then probably about exactly here. That should pretty much do it, so all we gotta do is wait for this to flow down, and then we'll do our last lava cast for today, and that'll be one and big half of it done. Just calling this a half would be nice. It's barely even a quarter. We got most of it done at least. I will just hang out for a bit. It's been 2 minutes, 20 seconds, so I'll probably go after we're done with this one, because I've been doing this for a little bit too long today. I'd like to go do something else. Like eat, that would probably help. But anyways, there we go. Yeah, that's lava. Oh, we can start lighting up some stuff outside while we're at it. We got the time and resources. Gotta light up a whole lot, just a little. Alrighty, we have way too much that needs to be resorted at a later date, but it will get resorted all the same. But we finally have one big half of this done. And it's all an interconnected mountain, so you could walk all the way to the complete backside of my base because all these mountains should be interconnected, or I can like fix that up later. Now again, all this is a rough outline, so don't expect anything actually like cool looking yet, but for the most part, we should have, what we're really focusing on here is the actual curve. So we start up there, start steep, and then I get a little bit too gradual because I miscounted. But again, we can alleviate these things when we actually build when we actually build our custom peaks. But you can see we got the main thing here where our actual main mountain on our island peaks over this part here, which is what I was looking for, what I actually wanted. That was the main thing I wanted to do. You can see even from down here it would still peak over. So that's what we were looking for. In terms of actual shape, we've got a nice curve. The turn looks pretty solid. We'll fly over the wheat field a little bit. I should have a small area here. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so it's definitely rough, but it does do what it was intended to do, where it curves like it's an actual like proper like curved to do this shit. And it's at a good height here to where when I build up some of these peaks, that's when we can build our actual mountain over this. So again, still a little rough, but it works. It does work. It did what I wanted it to do in terms of how it curves and how the shape looks. So I'm happy with it personally. Yeah, you can see it looks pretty cool. And then it'll go up a little bit more too over enough time, and then it'll like probably near the very back center there, it'll start curving back down, and then it meets back up with this. So just keep that part in mind as well. But that's gonna have to do it for me today. Next stream we'll finish up that other side, and we'll actually update our maps here. That was an item frame. I was not supposed to do that. And go update what we got. And I'll go ahead and sign off. Yeah, we'll have to replant some of the wheat later. We won't do it today or even like soon, but later on we'll have to replant some of the wheat because I still need to leave some of that blank for terraforming. So we won't do any of that for quite a while. You can see we got more and more of the shape in place, so I think it's fine for now. Remember, this whole thing is glass as well. I'll have to put a proper perimeter, but you can see some of where the glass is because of the way this snow falls onto it. But we'll be building a mountain kind of going around this part to where this part of the island would meet up with the mountain range. It would be pretty flat on the top, and then it spikes up a little bit. So it'll take some time, but we're pretty much going to cover up like this whole like area with cobble, because we'll have it be fairly flat. It'll curve up as we get kind of near these peaks, but it'll be pretty flat up here, so we'll still be able to build stuff on top of the shulker farm. So we won't actually have any properly like wasted space. There has to be wasted space per se in here and in here a little bit, just to not interfere with any of the spawns. So. But anything above the glass is fair game. Anything below the glass is not at all okay to do. And anything to the sides of it just can't do anything below the actual glass. But we are getting the perimeter there. Kind of want to update this a little bit. And we'll update this. And the last big thing I'd like to do as well is after we're done terraforming, we'll actually be lighting up the entire mountainside by hand as well with torches and glow lights and all that kind of stuff. So you can see our curve that we got. What we're gonna have to do is fill in some of these spline parts and kind of get it figured out as we terraform. But we did very good for today. I did what I set out to do for once. But we're on day 892, and that's just gonna have to do it for me for now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope to get some more of this done next stream tomorrow, and hopefully we get all the base of this done by the end of the week in like 2 days. So yeah. Oh, good luck on the creeper farm, by the way. It's really easy to do as long as you got the scaffolding. And it takes a lot of wood for those trapdoors, by the way. So fair warning on that, you're gonna need like probably like half a chest, if not an entire chest of logs to make enough trapdoors. See, that seems like a lot, but that's probably maybe like, oh, I'd have to say 5 layers worth of that at most. So, oh, from the other one, then that's still good. Then that's at least a very healthy start. But oh, and the shulker scaffold, yeah, you got plenty then. Fair warning, you might need a little bit more, but you should be fine for now. But I'd make at least 5 layers of the creeper farm. I personally have 8, but I would do at least 5 because that's when you actually start seeing stuff. And build it somewhat close to your base, but not too close to where you're like directly under it, kind of.